What I'm about to share right now, I just heard today. It's a little late in the week, but I just found out why Drake was trending on Twitter earlier this week. Happened to be in my studio overhearing a conversation that my daughter had with a friend of hers saying that there was a video leaked of Drake and his member. In fact, as I was doing research, I heard from Rich and Daily. The two ladies that were talking on that platform had said that he was caught doing the 5-knuckle shuffle. That's right. He was playing with his member. And while I was in the studio, my daughter was saying, "Prove it. Let me see." I said I was pretty curious myself. And so the gentleman that she was talking to ended up sending her a pic. He kind of felt awkward about it, but you know what? We were like, send us the photo. We want to see it. Apparently it's a video. I have not yet seen the video, but the photo, I think, says it all. Wow. Drake, we understand why your hotline blings at night, or does it? Oh my goodness. Anyway, it was leaked on X, which is why it was trending, while he was apparently on his private jet. So that was the first speculation. Is it even Drake? Is it his doppelganger? But people were paying close attention to the fact that it looked like the headboard on his private jet. So according to page 6, there's confirmation, or at least speculation. I shouldn't say confirmation. Speculation that this video was taken on the jet that was gifted to him by Cargojet and President and CEO AJ Vermani, saying that this was, a gift for Drake based on their lucrative or successful partnership. Now, this jet, valued at $220 million, has the capacity to carry 30 people comfortably. I saw photos of the jet, and within that jet happens to be private quarters and a king-size bed, which is where this video was taken. What was more hilarious is that it was Aiden Ross in a live stream that actually paged Drake, sent him a message. Actually, he called 21 Savage first and asked him whether or not he saw the news or heard the news. And when he explained why Drake was trending, he just basically hung up. He's like, "Don't bother me with this," okay? Which was hilarious. I don't think he heard about it, or he didn't want to hear about it. It felt like the minute his Drake's member came in the conversation, he booked. He's like, "I'm out of here." What's funny is that we have Aiden Ross, and I wish I could confirm who was all on his live stream, but he is a YouTuber that Drake collaborates with. And these guys were literally reviewing this, leaked tape. It was actually kind of funny and kind of awkward because they're all commenting on Drake's member, from speculating how big it was, right? Even looking at the angles, and look, he's got the palm of your, how many inches are on the palm, and 4 inches. So he's got to be at least 10, at least 11. So this was like basketball commentary. It was so strange and hilarious, but all of them were literally admiring his member. In fact, it was Aiden Ross that said, "Dude, you are blessed. Not only are you blessed with music, you're blessed with talent, and you got an effing missile." He keeps referring to Drake's member as a missile, okay? And having envy. In fact, it was only there was this, I don't know if you call it speculation, but or confirmation, people are kind of saying it's confirmation because Drake replied back with 8 laughing emojis. Okay, so he seemed completely unbothered by it because at this point, of course, he's gonna know that it's out. And a lot of people are thinking that it was him who leaked this video. I mean, who would he be sending this video to? Number one, you are a public figure. Everybody knows that if you're gonna send a pic, you want to hide your face. He was full sprawled out, playing with it, apparently swinging it around, and there was a lot of it to swing. Okay, that's the gossip here. Actually, those are facts here. There was a lot of it to swing, and these guys were talking about how beautiful it was and how they should shout out to his doctor, the one who circumcised him, because it was not an ugly penis. It's like a really good looking. So I found that very funny. It was amusing. But for me, being a matchmaker and speaking to a lot of women who get these pics, most times the pics are unsolicited, right? And they're certainly not by celebrities and hardly any of them by Drake. So the fact that this video leaked and it is about Drake, the timing for some say it's questionable. As I'm reading the headlines on these various outlets talking about the leaked photo and speculating on, was it Drake himself? Is he trying to stay relevant? Was this because, Megan Thee Stallion just literally came out with a diss on her hiss track and he's clapping back and now saying, okay, you know what? Here's my answer. Let me swing around my thing and five knuckle shuffle, as the Rich and Daily podcast said. I find this all very amusing. Now, myself looking at that screenshot, I actually didn't see the video, but I saw the screenshot. It absolutely looks like Drake. I mean, if this is his doppelganger, then this guy is his twin, okay? It is probably confirmed that Drake did, I think on a recent concert, he talked about it or made mention of it. And of course, responding to Aiden Ross with 8 laughing emojis, he wasn't bothered by it. If you were already a fan of Drake, I mean, this means now you've seen his intimate parts, okay? There's a lot of commentary about the size and speculation about it. So it's that's kind of weird that these guys and the fans are literally high-fiving him and admiring him as if he had something to do with it. In fact, they were asking, is it possible to have lengthening or enlargement? I don't know what they said as the answer, but they did think and believe that it was actually Drake's. It's completely natural. And yeah, there was a lot of envy going around. Whatever the motivation is or was, if it was Drake leaking a video, I've kind of enjoy the fact that this tape or inappropriate tape was of a gentleman. Most times we're seeing tapes leaked and it's not someone self-pleasuring. It's not someone, admiring their body part. Typically it is someone in a act that didn't want to leak it to the public, and that's how they get their notoriety or increased, fandom. In this case, Drake is already extremely popular. It's not as if he isn't in the headlines, but to be trending on Twitter the week of the Grammys as well, when it's publicly noted that he's not a fan of the Grammys. He's had a lot of critique about that. And then Megan coming out with her track. This is what people are thinking. He leaked this in order to stay relevant, in order to be in the news. And what's there to be ashamed of, right? A lot of people, a lot of men, a lot of women are saying, damn, good for you, as if that was within his control. A lot of people are dissing him also for the possibility that he went to Colombia and got fake abs. I have no idea whether that's true or not. Maybe whether he did or didn't, none of our business. And he works out. He's fit. I've never known Drake to be, overweight or concerned about his physique. I think he's got a great body. He seems to be, he's got access to the best care. And, who is it? Somebody else called it, he's Canadian. He's got Canadian bacon. They're calling it, Ross is calling it a missile. Aiden's calling it a missile. Other gentlemen in that live stream were saying, oh my God, did you see that thing dangling in the wind? And imagine if he took a blue chew. Do you guys know what a blue chew is? And one gentleman was saying, okay, if I had Drake's, I'd take a blue chew. I wouldn't go out. I would just walk around in my house admiring it and knocking things over. That's how big it is. I don't know that it's 10 inches. I mean, doesn't the camera put on some weight? The other thing I found amusing is that they were commenting on the girth, the length, the aesthetics. Guys, we know, if I've ever seen bro code or bromance, this is it. And it's kind of weird that they're bromancing on one of their friends, aesthetics and length. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts on this leaked video? Do you think it was Drake that leaked this video? Who else would have access to his phone while he's on a private jet in his king bed in the air during this time? Whether Drake leaked this video or not, we're not mad. I'm not mad about it. In fact, I need to do a little more research and I will, share my comments in the video below.